Welcome to this instructional video presented by United States Stove Company. Today we will walk you through a step-by-step process of installing an 8x8 safe room. Always refer to your owner's manual. This video is for informational purposes only. If you are unsure about any aspect of this installation, we recommend having a qualified technician do this for you. The tools needed for today's project are an impact driver, a ratchet, 3/4 inch wrench, 3/4 inch socket, earplugs, a hammer, a chalk line, safety glasses, hammer drill, and a 1/2 inch masonry bit. You will need approximately 3 people to help assist and complete this project. The first step to assembling your safe room is to measure and lay out exactly where you want your room to be. You need this room to sit a minimum of 2 inches from any wall in order to put your bolts in. To put the walls up, you will need to remove the top and one side panel of your first pallet to easily be able to get to the hardware and wall panels. The taller of your pallets should be your walls and hardware. The shorter box should be your roof panels. Lay out and organize each panel according to its specified label. Each panel should be labeled on the side with 5 etched letters. Refer to your owner's manual for the placement of each panel. Using a chalk line, create an outline of the perimeter of your storm shelter. Next, measure from corner to corner of the outline. Refer to your owner's manual on the specific dimensions needed for this part. Both corner measurements should match. If both measurements are not as specified, then your outline is not square and will cause problems during installation of the walls. Next, place one of the paper templates provided on each of the 2 back corners and one on the front left corner. Tape each down. Position the lines on the paper template so it aligns with the chalk lines you have already created on your concrete slab. On the concrete, mark the 2 holes with the paper template. Do this for all 3 corners. Starting in the back right corner, drill out the marked hole using a hammer drill and a 1/2 inch masonry bit. Make sure to wear your safety glasses for this part. Then clean it out. Now insert your anchor wedge and secure it using your hammer. Now, using the hole tool provided, place the largest hole over your previously installed anchor stud. Align the edge of the hole tool along the chalk line and mark the second bolt location with the small circle. After you have marked the second hole location, measure from the corner of the chalk line to the center of the hole to make sure it is the correct distance according to the diagram in the owner's manual. When you have measured to ensure correct location, drill and clean the hole. Then insert the anchor wedge and hammer to secure. Mark, measure, and drill the rest of the holes, repeating these steps. Please note, only use the square hole on the hole tool for the 5th hole on the front wall. Do not use it for any other hole location. When the anchor bolts are in place, slide each panel over the 2 anchor bolts it goes to. Then secure the bolt with a nut and washer and tighten with a ratchet. Please note that for purposes of this video, we did not drill the anchor bolts for our room. Here, we are only showing you a small example of how to measure, drill, and install the anchor bolts. Next, roll your carpet out and place it exactly within the holes made for the anchor bolts. You will need to cut slits in the carpet where each anchor bolt will go. Let's start with your back wall. You will need 3 C panels on the left side and 1 D panel on the right. Start with your corner panel and put it in place. Line it up with your anchor bolts. Then put your first few side panels in place and secure them with a few bolts. We are not putting all the bolts in right now, just enough to secure the panels together. We will go in later and finish putting all the bolts in. The bolt assembly goes together as the diagram shows. On one side of the wall, place the bolt and washer. On the other side, place another washer and nut. To start the second wall, first put a D panel in place. This panel needs to wrap behind the C panel on the back wall. The back C panel wall should sit in a groove cut out of the D panel. Then place a few screws to secure it in place, then secure it to your anchor bolts. Next, place a C panel on the right back wall against the corner wall. Make sure to place this C panel inside the D panel so that the D panel wraps around the C panel. For the left wall, use 3 C panels and secure them with a few bolts. Now, put the front D panel up. Make sure to wrap this panel around the C panel adjacent to it. Now you can put the third wall up. You will need 3 C panels for this step. Now we are going to put the front wall up. To start, you need 1 C panel and the L panel. The L panel does not have a corner. The holes are in the face of it. These holes are where we will mount the door in a moment. Now grab the door assembly or the A panel and move it to the room. Then slide it behind the panels adjacent to it and secure it with the bolts. Now, go through and add all the bolts needed to all the wall panels. Once all your bolts are secure, it's time to move on to your roof panels. First, start with one of the eye panels and slide it in place over the top left of the room. One side of these panels has 2 slots in them. These ends go towards the inside of your room. Next, grab the J panel and slide it over the room next to your I panel. Now, grab the K panel and slide it next to the J panel. And finally, you need to grab the other I panel and reverse the direction from the first one, where the side with the 2 slots in it goes towards the inside. Now, with one person inside the room and one outside, use your bolts to secure the walls together. Then, connect your roof panels together with the bolt assemblies. Once all of your bolt assemblies are in place, tighten them all together with the drill. You will need the earplugs for this part. For the bolts holding the roof panels to the wall panels, one person will need to be outside with the drill and the other person inside with the wrench. You have now completed the assembly of your safe room. Always refer to your owner's manual. This video is for informational purposes only. If you are unsure about any aspect of this installation, we recommend having a qualified technician do this for you. Should you have any further questions regarding this installation or any other questions, please visit safroom.com or give us a call at 1-800-750-2723. Thank you for watching this video.